Hello and welcome to Bricks in the Wild. I'm Brickologist Carl coming to you from the Lego Den. Lots of information today. Okay, if you like this video, please give a thumbs up. I certainly appreciate the likes and the thumbs up. Questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I answer any questions or comments to pertain to this video or any information that you may need. If you would like to share this video with other friends or family or other Lego collectors, please do that. And if you're a subscriber, thank you for hitting that subscription button. If you're not, please hit it, become a member, and you'll get the latest and greatest from Lego Bricks in the Wild. Let's get rid of that. All right, this episode is the 20th video that I put on the site. Like I said, all this information is I've retained, putting it up for you guys. A little blast from the past. As you see, I have new sets behind me. I do buy new sets, but my main focus is to find Lego in the wild, older sets that you may not have seen, maybe in a book, on the internet or whatever. But I'm trying to find them, piece them together. It's a lot of work, and if you watch my videos, you can see it is time consuming. So I'm trying to get some sets built. I've got some big reveals coming up. A couple videos ago was for the Lego Chess Castle set, the big book. If you didn't see that, go back a couple episodes and watch that one. I have the chess set complete. I'm doing some fine tuning on it. Individual is able to get me the instruction manual, and I will get into that for the reveal. It's probably going to take 1 or 2, maybe even 3 videos, because it's such a big set. It's so detailed with the minifigs. So I may do one on the minifigs, may do one on the board, and then the third one on combined. But it's an awesome set. If you've never seen one, Lego needs to redo it again or something like that. But it is awesome if you're into chess and Lego. Combine them together, just phenomenal. Okay, so to kind of get that castle theme going is we're going to go into the past with a castle set from 1990. But first, you may have seen this in the store. I think it's still out. And this is set 31120, which is a 3-in-1 castle set. Very cool. And what's neat is you can close the sides up and it be three-dimensional, or you can, lots of play value. And what's cool is you can make 3 different castle sets with this. Also, if you buy 3 of these, there are instructions online where you can combine it to make a huge castle. I've only got the one. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. It's pretty cool, but just showing you, castle is still very popular with the fans. I believe there may be even an anniversary set coming out. That's just rumor. But as you can see, the Lego Castle is still out. This set, I believe, came out last year. 31120, 1,426 pieces with a bunch of cool Lego Knights Medieval. And what's cool is those are the same type that were back from the 80s and 90s. So castle was a very popular theme with Lego. Space is, and they're starting to bring some of those sets back. Okay, let's discuss this set here, and I'll give you some insight on it. So this is set, go back a little bit, 6081 Kings Mountain Fortress. Came out in 1990, 401 pieces, 8 minifigs. The price back then was $58, and if you have a complete set, you look around $200 if you can find it with minifigs, instructions box, probably a little bit more. I just have the set and I have the minifigs. I don't have the instructions. I had to go online to, for the building instructions, I had to go to Brickset. Is for some price information. Bricklink is where I figured out what pieces go to this set. So there is multiple ways of completing a set. You find out information when it came out. Bricklink is for parts, buying parts, inventory. Brickset, that's got some past information on there. And then there is Brick Instructions, which I didn't have the instructions for it, and it showed me how to build this set. Okay, so pretty cool. Just give you some information about this real quick. Like I said, 401 parts, 8 minifigs. But what's unique about this set is it has a big green base. And you're, I couldn't say the word, but landlocked, what you're going to build. You can probably build out on this, but you can see it's got slopes on here, and inside we have a ramp with a drawbridge. So you could really build this up if you wanted to, you know, mock this yourself, make it a bigger castle. It's pretty wide open, and there's lots of play features with it. Okay, so there's the castle, and like I said, it comes with 8 figures. One is this little cool glow-in-the-dark ghost. And it comes in multiple sets. We have some, I guess, defenders of the castle. And I'll show you each one. So you have the ghost, which if you take his cape off, he's just a plain figure. And he doesn't have legs. He has a 1x2 block on there. What's cool is the little cape here. It actually glows in the dark. So if you keep it in light for a while, he'll have a greenish glow. Very cool. Put this back. You have a maiden, which she has a cool red, I guess that's a hat or a bonnet that she would wear, but she actually has hair on her her face piece here, and her base. She doesn't have legs, but it's a slope piece, and it looks like a dress. So very neat how they made that. It looks like she's dressed up for that. And then of course you have the defenders of the castle. A couple of red guys, blue arms, crossbows, spears. And they don't like to stand up too well with their weapons in hand. Maybe they'll do it there. And of course here's another red guy. And here comes another one. Okay, and then of course you have a cool knight on horseback. And what's nice about this one is it has 2 clips where you can put maybe a staff, maybe a sword, and this very nice printed shroud that goes over top the horse. The legs don't move on these horses, but the head moves up and down. So, and of course you can always take the knight out, and you know, very cool. He has a little head visor, flips up so you can actually see him, or flip it down if he's in battle. And then of course this is the, I guess you can say maybe he's come from another kingdom, but his shield doesn't match the other ones. So maybe he's a messenger from another king. Whatever your imagination will determine who he is, if he's coming to give a message, if he's coming to say we're going to war, who knows. But he is not part of this castle. He's part of the set, but not part of the castle, if you know what I mean. Okay, so what's cool is we have our minifigures. So we have 8 of them. The castle has lots of play features to it. It has a, I guess it's a hidden place you can put your treasure down there below. Maybe you're hiding somebody, hiding treasure. Has a little treasure chest here with some golden goblets in it. Maybe you can want to put the treasure chest down there and have somebody stand on it to prevent from getting in there. It actually has a little, I guess, a dungeon or a jail where you can put a figure inside there to hold them hostage. You capture them. Go around to the back on the tower. If you open up this door here, it actually has a trap door, and if somebody would stand on that, then they would fall through, and there's a trap door. Okay, so that's pretty neat. It has a little rod that holds it in place. Of course, you have a tower. You have some crossbows at the top, a couple there. There's a walkway here. So it has places for defense for 360, which is very neat. And then of course you have the, what's very neat is you have the drawbridge function right here. You can see the drawbridge is going down. So we'll put that on the grass. And then of course you have the front gates, front doors here, that has a nice little ramp right there. So a very neat set. Like I said, you're very restrictive that you can only build up, but they've made it kind of where on the side as if you wanted to add another set, like the modulars do, where you can put another kingdom set or maybe a blacksmith shop, but they've got where you've got the Technic piece on the side where you can add another set and you can build out on this. Can't really do anything on this side, but this side you could probably do something. So very cool. Like I said, 1990. So I'll close that drawbridge back up again to secure it. Maybe you can make a moat with some alligator or something. I put the green felt down today. Kind of looks like, you know, grass or a field or whatever. I thought that was kind of a nice touch. Let's see, you have some plants. You have a little palm tree here, and you've got, or actually that's a pine tree, and then you got some kind of tree back here to provide some shade. Just overall very neat. Got some torches. So if you were considering, you could probably light this up with some kit or whatever. I mean, there's light kits for about every Lego set out there. And you can add torches to the tops of these if you wanted to. So pretty cool. So like I said, 401 pieces. I did not have the instructions with it. So like I said, I had to go on brick instructions. I had to go on brick set because I found this at a bulk buy with some classic space. The gentleman was moving. And it was a box that had, I saw some base plates in there, some space base plates, classic space base plates. This one here, and it was just, caught it on a whim, boom, went and bought it, brought it home. Didn't know the condition. These pieces were very dirty, and they were very, they needed to do my peroxide. They were very discolored. So I don't know where this was stored in a garage or whatever, but as you can see, the gray is all nice, same tone, very clean, very cool set, and ready to go. Okay. So what you can do is, you know, put your maiden up here somewhere. Maybe put her in the middle so she can be protected. What's cool is a little ghost can go in this cove here in the front. Let me put him in there and I'll show you. He's kind of difficult to put in there, but you put him in there, and with him glowing in the dark, you can close that, and then you can see him peeking through the window, which was very cool. Of course, you're not going to put your horse inside, so we have a guy manning the tower up here, and of course, you're going to put your defensive weapons in the front here. So maybe a guy over here, maybe another guy up here, and then maybe you have a backup in here that's going to protect the treasure. And of course, you have your knight. Maybe he's opening up the gates to say hello, and you can have him coming out of the castle, right out to meet maybe this individual here. Okay, lots of imagination. The classic Lego castle sets just had so much play feature, so much imagination that you could expand with this. I have another small set that could be part of this, and it is 6034. See, I can just attach it right to the side here, but this one is the Black Monarchs Ghost. See Mr. Ghost here, and he can either be up on top, and I guess this, you know, this could be just like a little way station or something, but you can probably maybe put him inside, you know, close the door, and maybe he scare it. And it comes with one horse and a knight, and it has a like a Maltese falcon or something on top, gray. But once again, another ghost, another set. And if you make him glow in the dark, you peek at it like that. Okay, so very cool. And this set was $19.90 also, and it's 36 parts. 2 minifigures, the knight and the ghost. Low price, $7.25. Now it's about 20 bucks. Okay, so we're going to close him up. Close him up. Okay, go away. All right. Whatever your imagination, you know, whatever you feel that is happening here, pretty cool. The only negative I had with this set was the instructions. And if you've ever dealt with Lego sets from the 80s and 90s, the instructions are very, if what you're used to now, it shows you what pieces in each step. Back then it didn't do that. You had to kind of like look at one picture, and then you looked at the next one, and you figured out what pieces went on that next step. So kind of difficult if you're not used to that. I mean, I've grown up with Lego since the late 70s. So we had the instructions. We couldn't go online. You just had the manual. If you lost the manual, then you just had to use your imagination on how it would be, maybe from the picture in the box, or hopefully your friend had the same set and you can borrow his instructions. That was the one thing that was very difficult, because if you look at this set, it's all gray, except for the base. It's pretty much all gray. You have some black, but it's light gray, and the pieces weren't highlighted. So it made it very difficult to assemble this, because you have to look and, okay, there's next step, there's this added to it. And they only give you one direction, which is probably like this, and you have to figure out what was the next step on the build. Okay, but great if you've never had one of these before. I mean, like I said, you've got this here now, and you can see there's multiple colors in there now: blue, yellows, browns. A lot of the Lego sets for classic was black or gray. Like one of the first ones was yellow, and you're like, yellow, a yellow castle. There's history behind that, because Lego was kind of worried that if you were going to take gray pieces that, since they don't make military vehicles or anything, or airplanes or whatever, they don't make military vehicles. So they were worried that you were going to take your Lego blocks and make fighter planes or tanks or whatever. I guess they decided and changed their mind on that, so we started getting gray ones. But actually the first Lego castle was yellow, and I guess they did some research and they were like, castles aren't yellow. Okay, so very cool. Like I said, just a taste of castle, because like I said, a couple of videos, I'm going to do the reveal on the Lego castle chess set. Big, huge, big. Okay, and I've got, like I said, I'm going through bulk right now, sorting out, trying to complete sets, because that's what I do. Luckily, I have a good inventory back here to fill in the gaps. If not, then I've got to go on Bricklink and maybe order some pieces, or whatever site that you may order from, but I'm using Bricklink right now, and to complete some of the sets. And like I said, it's a lot of work, but there's always it's risk versus reward, and that's what makes Lego, collecting Lego, buying Lego, finding it in the wild, that's what makes it so enjoyable, is when you actually complete a set just like this. I didn't know if all the pieces were going to be in there. Didn't know if the minifigs were going to be in there, but look at that, complete set. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to finish this video for today. Going to do another video here probably in a couple days. Maybe I'll do a space theme, a classic space theme. I haven't done one of those yet. And that's it for today. Okay, so just remember what my motto is. Saving Lego bricks from the past is saving Lego for the future. Okay, so just remember that. Be a brickologist, go out there and hunt for Lego in the wild, and you might be surprised what you find. All right, Carl from Lego Bricks in the Wild, your Lego brickologist. Until next time, have a good one.